Hey guys, we are on Health Nibble number 40, and today we are going to be talking about microwaves and the dangers of microwaves and plastics, that combo together. We have lived in a house, and actually all of our houses have actually had microwaves, but we just never use them. They're more for pretty. It's kind of silly, but Dr. Nagel is going to tell you why that is so important to not use the microwave. So I'm going to flip it over to him.
Okay, Health Nibble number 40. So a couple things. One is anytime you store food in plastic, the plastic's going to leach a little bit. So that's been well documented with plastic water bottles, especially the ones that are real squishy. They leach more. I think we did an episode before on that, on BPA and these endocrine disruptors. So that's a problem. So if you do store your food, this is, and I'll tell you, we're not perfect. I mean, sometimes, up at the lake we'll find some Tupperware because we don't have any Pyrex or whatever, but we try to, do the best we can. But this is what we use for storing our food. It's glass, Pyrex, and then, they got a rubber top. When we send the kids to school with water, this goes in their lunch boxes, and this is glass, so not plastic. And I'm not saying that, if I'm thirsty and all there is plastic water bottles, that's what I drink. But if I have a choice, if we can do it at home, I'll do it a safer way. Stainless steel, another water bottle that we use. So then when you think about microwaving them, so microwaving food in plastic, and sometimes you're microwavable foods, especially if they're prepackaged, so obviously that's not a great idea, but you throw them in the microwave and they have plastic around them. That increases the transfer rate of those plasticizers by 55 times. So it's an incredible amount. It just infuses the food with plastic when you heat it up. So, same thing if you're like leaving plastic water bottles in the car, which I know that, they get cold and hot, and so there's probably lots of stuff in those water bottles anyway, but when you microwave it, it really supercharges that plastic infusion into the foods, and it causes all kinds of things. Some plastic have phthalates in them. Those are gender-bending chemicals, so shown to make males more female. BPA, we talked about that has a ton of endocrine disrupting. When I say endocrine, that's like the hormone system. So a lot of times it causes, like with the sex hormones and stress hormones, causes problems. So just heat your stuff up on a stove. It's actually really fast. I mean, if you're gonna heat water up, I mean, people are used to the microwave. It takes 1 minute. It might take 3 on the stove. It really isn't that big of a deal. The other thing to think about is a lot of there are packages that have broccoli that you can steam in the microwave. Oh,
anymore. You can get them at all the grocery stores just to make things more simple. Yeah.
I've seen them, but I mean, we don't use them. We use a steamer, but they're packaged a lot of times in this like net-like plastic, so that's going to infuse the plastic into the broccoli. It also, when you microwave broccoli, it kills 97% of the antioxidants. That was a study in 2003 where steaming will destroy like 11%. So a drastic difference. There's another, the major active ingredient in garlic. It's called like allinate, or I forget what the name of it is, but that gets destroyed in microwaves. So there was a study in Australia that showed that proteins are actually denatured more in a microwave versus regular heating methods like conventional heating methods. So lots of reasons to just kind of stay away from the microwave. Especially never put, heat up in a plastic cup in the microwave or anything like that. Plastics in microwaves, not a good idea.
When you go to restaurants or even for breakfast places and you ask for eggs, you can taste the plastics.
Well, yeah, some of the like hotels, I usually don't eat the hotel eggs. They're kind of weird looking. They're all homogeneous, like the same color, because we eat farm fresh eggs here. And it's because if you watch them like in the kitchen, they have all the eggs like in a bag, like a plastic bag, and then they just throw it in boiling water, and then they cut the bag open and pour it in the bowl.
So it's doing the same thing to the food, right? Heating it up and
Yeah, it's
putting
heating
the
it up and
plastic.
infusing all that plastic, which I can taste it. I can actually taste it. I feel like I'm eating plastic, which is why I don't eat them. But,
Yep.
um,
Okay, so your takeaway for today: try to avoid the microwave and
plastics if you can. It's tough.
Plastics
But
and especially putting plastics in the microwave.
yeah, if you can
Bad
find.
combo.
Yep.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
see you tomorrow.